Hey, in recent years, vinyl records have been making a big comeback, and tomorrow is a day dedicated to local independent record stores. And here to tell us about Record Store Day is David Wolf from the Vinyl Groove Record Store, and that is in downtown Bedford, Ohio.
Yes, it is, a historic district.
Yeah, we did a show down there, and it was terrific. And it's interesting, that's an old town, and now we're bringing back something that some people is sort of an old thing.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, what comes around goes around, and here we are with records again, a format that everybody thought would be dead. And it's now actually outselling compact discs.
That's amazing. I mean, everyone used to just download their music, and now there's a whole new wave where people are starting to go back and...
Well, what I think it is, it's tangible. Even the younger people, they're thinking, well, look I get this actual real thing I can hold in my hands, and it's not a digital download. It's something you could actually hold and own.
Yeah, I've been to a couple record stores, and a lot of guys always talk about the sound of records versus the digital downloads and all that. What's your take on that?
For me, it's always been records. I've never quit. I've been collecting. I'm a collector of 34 years, so I never stopped. Through the 90s, where everybody was going to CDs, I was still trying to find records.
Yeah, how many records do you have?
My collection was 10,000, but I've weeded it out when I opened the store 4 years ago, so I'm down to about 7.
Okay, when people come to your store tomorrow for this big day, that's sort of it's a national day, right?
It's actually international. It's all over the world, but it's different releases on different continents and allocated differently in different states. Like, for instance, in Ohio, they might think, oh, well, this is a bigger sale in Ohio than it is in Texas. So there's more of these available up north than in the south.
This is great too. You got David Bowie here.
We got Neil Young, we got Jimmy Castor, we got the Grateful Dead box set, Van Morrison, and they even do soundtracks for like the Justice League.
I know when I go to some of these new movies that have really, hip soundtracks to them.
Oh yeah.
They always, when they pass out their music, they don't pass it out on a DVD anymore. It comes on a
it's
vinyl record.
It's all on a record. Everything's going to record. Even at late night shows, they're holding a record up now.
Hey, we had a very interesting conversation a few minutes ago about people that find their stuff that they had a long time ago, years ago. It's in the basement, it's in the attic,
old equipment.
Out in the barn, old equipment. So you also deal in that, don't you?
Very much so, yeah. We do a lot of repair and restoration of old equipment, turntables, amplifiers, receivers, and all that in between. It's actually a big part of our business and keeps us really busy during the year.
So if somebody gets interested in this, whether you're a young person or an old person turning the clock backwards, how should they start in terms of buying like a turntable or a record player or something like that?
There's a lot of options out there. There's the portable Crosleys that everybody goes with. I'm not a big fan of them per se, but then there's a lot of companies in the US that are making turntables again. U-Turn is a big one in Boston, and that's a big startup company. Or you can go with a vintage one. You come to a shop like ours or many other ones in Cleveland, and you could start with a vintage setup, which is going to save you a lot of money.
Downtown Bedford. And I remember going to Tower Records out there on Sunset Boulevard, and they also had t-shirts. And you have t-shirts too.
We have t-shirts and stickers, which I don't have any today. We blew through them so quickly.
Great. What's the address? Are you on Broadway?
We're on 679 Broadway. We'll be open tomorrow at 8:30, and I should expect a line. We usually have a line forming at about 6:30 in the morning.
In the morning.
Yes.
That's great. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, it will be.
And there's a great little cafe across the street. You can have lunch there too. And I love the hot dog guy down the street.
Oh yeah, he's right down the street, yes.
Yeah, the hot dog house. So a lot of fun in Bedford. Nice to see you,
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much.
Downtown Bedford. Okay, more New Day Cleveland comes up in just a minute.